Kevin Beats, the eldest son of mining legend Tony Beats, has faced an uphill battle at Scribner Creek this season. Weeks into mining, Kevin has yet to unearth a single ounce of gold, largely due to persistent equipment failures that have slowed his progress to a near standstill. His ambition to carve out his independence within the Beats family mining empire is commendable, but the reality is that his operation is still financially tied to his father, a struggle for independence, and a debt to settle despite his experience and skill. In gold mining, Kevin's mining venture has been plagued by setbacks. A critical blow came when his D10 dozer suffered a transmission failure, leaving him unable to efficiently move the massive amounts of pay dirt necessary to reach gold-rich ground. His foreman, Brennan Rult, has been forced to rely on smaller machines to get the job done, but the progress has been painfully slow as the season drags on. Without a profitable haul, Kevin has fallen behind on his royalty payments to Tony, who charges a 10% fee for the use of his mining land. With tensions mounting and Kevin struggling to turn things around, Tony and his wife, Minnie, decided to step in with a solution. Tony Beats lends a lifeline, understanding the urgency of the situation. Tony loaned Kevin his powerful $4 million D11 dozer to break through the frozen pay dirt and finally start mining. Additionally, he arranged for repairs on Kevin's D10 dozer, giving his son a much-needed boost to get operations back on track. While Kevin expressed gratitude for his parents' help, Tony couldn't resist joking about raising the royalty from 10% to 15%. Minnie quickly shut down the idea, asserting that she wouldn't impose such a financial burden on their son. Nevertheless, the arrangement reinforced the reality that Kevin's independence still hinges on support from his father. Tony Beats' gold empire thrives. Meanwhile, Tony Beats' own mining operations are running at full steam. Over at Indian River, Tony remains ahead of schedule with his younger son Mike's spearheading production at Paradise Hill. Their team, including Tony's nephew, cousin Mike, has been working relentlessly to meet their ambitious 2,500-ounce season goal. However, the Beats family hasn't been without challenges. At Indian River, new crew member Jacob Moore struggled with a shaker deck conveyor belt which tore after a hydraulic pump failure. Over at Paradise Hill, Mike dealt with water and pay dirt spilling from the pre-wash system due to a loose rubber mat. Despite these setbacks, their seasoned team was quick to resolve issues and keep production rolling. The numbers tell the story. During the weekly gold weigh-in, the Beats family operations produced mixed results. The shaker deck, after operating for just half a day, brought in $20.15 worth over $50,000. The trauma at Paradise Hill delivered an impressive $233.90, as valued at $580,000, while Sloot at Indian River contributed 203.20 ohms, worth $500,000. These combined efforts pushed their season total to 2,588 ounces, surpassing the halfway mark of their seasonal goal within just 10 weeks. This level of production is a testament to Tony Beats' experience and leadership in the mining industry. While setbacks are inevitable, his ability to quickly recover and adapt ensures that his operation remains one of the most successful in the Klondike. Can Kevin Beats catch up with Tony's operation thriving and Kevin still trying to gain traction? The contrast between father and son is striking. While Kevin has received a much-needed boost with a D11 dozer, he still faces immense pressure to produce gold and, more importantly, pay off his overdue royalties. His dream of running an independent mining operation remains intact, but it's clear that the road to success in the Beats dynasty is far from easy. Tony's support underscores the fine line between family loyalty and business obligations. While he is willing to help Kevin in times of need, it is evident that financial responsibilities within the Beats mining empire must still be met. Kevin must now prove that he can turn his struggling operation into a profitable one or risk further reliance on his father's resources as the season progresses. All eyes will be on Kevin to see if he can turn things around and prove that he has what it takes to run his own mining empire, or if he will continue to rely on the support of his father, Tony Beats. The pressure is on, and Kevin must dig deep literally and figuratively to establish himself as a capable mine boss. The Beats family mining empire has long been built on hard work, experience, and Tony Beats' unwavering leadership. As Season 15 of Gold Rush unfolds, the dynamic between Tony and his eldest son, Kevin Beats, has become a focal point. Kevin is striving for independence, but his mining ambitions remain deeply intertwined with his father's business, leading to both tension and moments of mutual support. Kevin Beats' strive for independence. Kevin Beats has spent years learning the intricacies of gold mining. Now in Season 15, he is determined to carve out his own success, taking charge of operations at Scribner Creek. However, his efforts have been hampered by equipment failures and slow progress. Despite his expertise, Kevin's mining venture has struggled to gain momentum, forcing him to rely on Tony's resources. One of the biggest challenges Kevin faces this season is proving that he can operate independently while still respecting his father's experience and business model. His delayed royalty payments to Tony underscore the ongoing financial dependence that complicates his goal of autonomy. The pressure of making timely payments and generating profits weighs heavily on Kevin, adding another layer of complexity to his relationship with his father, Tony Beats' tough love approach. Tony Beats has always been known for his no-nonsense, hard-driving management style. This season, his interactions with Kevin reflect both his high expectations and a willingness to provide support when necessary. Tony is not one to cuddle his children, and his approach to Kevin's struggles has been a mix of tough love and strategic intervention. When Kevin's D10 dozer suffered a transmission failure, bringing his operation to a halt, Tony stepped in by loaning him a $4 million D11 dozer to keep things moving. While this gesture was meant to help Kevin, it also served as a reminder that Tony still holds significant control over his son's operation. Even in moments of assistance, Tony asserts his authority, ensuring that Kevin understands the business obligations that come with running a mine. Despite Tony's tough exterior, his actions indicate a deeper investment in Kevin's growth. By providing equipment and resources, Tony is not simply bailing Kevin out, he is testing his ability to manage adversity. Tony knows that success in gold mining requires resilience, problem-solving skills, and the ability to think quickly in high-pressure situations. These are qualities he wants to see in his son before he can consider handing over more responsibility. The balancing act, business versus family. The tension between Kevin and Tony is a natural outcome of their evolving roles. Tony, a seasoned mining veteran, has spent decades building his empire and expects the same level of discipline and efficiency from his children. Kevin, on the other hand, wants to prove himself as a leader but struggles with the constraints of working within the family business. Tony's interactions with Kevin are often marked by impatience and blunt feedback, but they also reveal an underlying belief in his son's abilities. He challenges Kevin to rise to the occasion, knowing that success in the mining industry requires resilience and quick problem-solving. At the same time, Kevin's efforts to distance himself from Tony's direct oversight highlight the internal struggle of a young leader trying to make a name for himself. The father-son dynamic is further complicated by the financial realities of gold mining. While Kevin wants to establish his independence, he remains reliant on the Beats family's resources and infrastructure Tony's reminders about royalty payments serve as a stark reality check. Mining is not just about ambition, but also about financial responsibility. Looking ahead, can Kevin step out of Tony's shadow as the season progresses? Kevin will need to demonstrate that he can overcome his setbacks and operate efficiently without constant assistance from his father. The weight of expectation is heavy, and his ability to manage both his crew and financial obligations will determine whether he can truly break free from Tony's shadow. At the same time, Tony's continued dominance in the Klondike serves as both a benchmark and a challenge for Kevin. While their relationship is marked by moments of friction, it is also one of mutual respect. Kevin's success would ultimately reflect well on the Beats family legacy, something Tony undoubtedly wants to see. Kevin's leadership is not just about mining, it is about earning the trust of his crew, making sound business decisions, and proving that he can withstand the highs and lows of the gold mining industry. His season has been fraught with obstacles, but his determination remains strong. Will Kevin Beats be able to stand on his own, or will his reliance on Tony's resources continue to hinder his independence? The remainder of season 15 will be critical in determining his trajectory as he navigates this difficult season. Viewers will be watching closely to see if Kevin can rise to the challenge and finally establish himself as a successful mind boss in his own right. The Beats family dynamic may be filled with tension, but it is also a story of perseverance, legacy, and the unrelenting pursuit of gold.